Let's start with when Emilia Clarke dressed up as Jon Snow and started randomly walking around Times Square. No, seriously, she didn't even try to look like Daenerys. The store ran out of her own costume, so she just threw on a Jon Snow wig and went full method. She even did the Game of Thrones theme song out loud. Badly.
Jon Snow! Yeah! The shop was out of Daenerys costumes, because they're sold out. I am Jon Snow, and I'm gonna go into Times Square. Now. Let's go!
But the real gold starts when she begins asking strangers where the wall is. One guy's like, "The wall? What wall?" And she just keeps going like a lost tourist from Westeros. She even tries to convince people to watch the final episode of Game of Thrones with her. Nobody recognizes her. One dude flat out says he prefers The Walking Dead. Ouch.
Do you want to watch the final episode of Game of Thrones with Emilia Clarke? Would you like to?
I'm a Walking Dead fan.
Christ. I'll tell you how it ends. You could, put it on the internet. Fine. Whatever.
She ends the whole thing by saying she's recruiting for a battle and casually asking Batman if he can fight a dragon. Absolute chaos.
I'm looking to recruit because there's a battle happening and I need some help. Could you fight a dragon? Or like dead people that come alive again?
Usually work around?
No, I work in the north.
Like north
Of the wall.
Next up, when Emilia Clarke tried to give fans a behind-the-scenes tour of the Game of Thrones set without permission. She literally says the producers have no idea she's doing this. And yeah, she actually swiped the key.
The producers don't really want me doing this. In fact, they don't really know I'm doing this. They also don't know I swiped the key. So, yeah, come on, let's go in. Okay, go, run!
She doesn't stop there. She's like, "I got this," and confidently leads the camera crew to what's supposed to be the Iron Throne, except it's just a green screen. No throne, no dragons. She awkwardly sits on nothing. Then she pulls out what she claims is the script for the final season, dramatically opens it, and starts bleeping herself out.
I'm gonna show you something real special. Ah, the script of the final season of Game of Thrones. So, let's have a read, shall we? She turned to her dragons. And I've just realized something. You're gonna bleep this out, aren't you?
Next up, when Emilia Clarke casually explained how Jason Momoa made one of the most violent, super dark scene in Game of Thrones actually kind of hilarious. Emilia's sitting there talking about how intense it was to shoot that moment. It was early in the series, her first big show, first major open scene, and, well, it wasn't exactly a comfortable experience. So what did Jason Momoa do?
So he decided to, for one of the scenes which was on his back and my face, he decided to not use a modesty sock, but use a beautiful pink fluffy sock.
Instead of wearing the usual modesty sock that actors use to cover their parts, Jason showed up wearing a giant bright pink fluffy sock, like full-on cotton candy vibes. She said everyone on set was just laughing their butt off, while she's trying to keep a straight face in front of a neon sock situation. Honestly, only Khal Drogo could get away with that.
Petrified and just like, I didn't want it to happen, was just lots of laughter.
It's acrylic!
Yeah, it's acrylic. It's huge and it's pink and I don't know what to do. I just said that, yeah.
Next up, when Emilia Clarke made the brave, very brave decision to watch Game of Thrones with her parents. And not just any episode, no, she picked the one where she's very much on screen, like way too much.
Encourage them to watch the last, not this last episode, but the episode before, which in hindsight might have been not the episode to choose.
Because there was a lot of you in that episode.
There was a little bit. Yes, there was.
Apparently, her parents were worried in the beginning because she wasn't getting much screen time in the early episodes. So she was like, "Hey, let's watch this one. I'm finally in it." And yeah, turns out she was really in it. Like, the camera didn't just pan by, it zoomed right in.
Obviously, we've just got a far away shot, but the camera did go right in there. And did you watch it with your parents?
Let's keep it clean now, right?
Oh, no, I mean, did you watch it with your parents?
Yes.
her entire soul slowly leaving her body, while her parents try to act normal. And what do? Classic parent move. They start talking about something completely unrelated, like Top Gear. That's probably the most British way to handle an HBO scene. Ignore it and discuss car shows.
Because that is quite eggy. Yeah. Did you have to leave the room, or did you all just sit there and just kind of go, okay, we're watching this?
Yeah, no, I think I probably started talking about something really important, like Top Gear.
Next up, when Emilia Clarke crashed Saturday Night Live just to mess with Kit Harington. Kit was doing his big SNL monologue, you know, talking about how Game of Thrones changed his life, throwing in some self-roast about his movie flops, and then the audience starts asking questions. And guess who pops up in the crowd?
Look, I'm sorry, but I'm not revealing how the show ends.
Well, all right. Could you just give us a general sense of how it ends?
Wait a second.
She says she honestly forgot how the show ends because most of her scenes were just her yelling at a tennis ball on a stick, pretending it's a dragon. Relatable.
Well, I'm sorry, but you'll just have to wait and see in a couple of weeks then.
All right, fine. Oh, hey, do you remember in season 6 when we had...
Yes, I do.
Did you know they filmed that?
Okay.
The chaos was beautiful. And also when Harry Potter fans pop up...
Yeah, do you think it's weird that Dumbledore and Grindelwald are hooking up?
Okay. I think that's Harry Potter.
And what are you?
I'm Game of Thrones.
Okay, let's get out of here, guys.
Next up, when Emilia Clarke tried to do a Wookie impression on live TV and completely embarrassed herself. She was on The Tonight Show promoting Solo, a Star Wars story, and the topic somehow shifted to Chewbacca. You know, the 7-foot walking carpet with emotional range and rage issues. Apparently, in the actual filming, Chewbacca has full dialogue in the script, but when we see it, just Wookiee noises. So Jimmy Fallon, being Jimmy Fallon, challenges Emilia to make some, and that's where things go off the rails.
Because you're supposed to be ready? Okay. So this is Emilia Clarke doing the voice of Chewbacca. All right, say, ready to jump to hyperspace.
Oh! Oh my God, it's even...
She growls like a dying hairdryer. Everyone laughs. Emilia instantly regrets everything, but she doesn't quit. She stands up, closes her eyes, goes full method, and lets out a sound that's somewhere between a goat sneezing and a fax machine. Jimmy just rings a cowbell and tells her to sit down.
All right, and you're supposed to say, watch out, Star Destroyer right ahead. Just sit down.
The best part, she ends it by saying, I play Kira in the movie, not Chewie, clearly. And honestly, that's self-awareness at its finest. Click on the next video. It gets even deeper. And drop a comment on topic we should cover next.